Stop by to interact with the community and I every Friday night at 8 o'clock for Livestream Fridays.
Welcome, trolls. First sees all.
Hi everyone, my name is Bruce Swartz. Thanks a lot for checking out the research, everyone, for hooking up to the channel. Thanks for the comments. You guys are so supportive, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, so thanks for doing so. Please continue to come by the channel. We're looking at the sun, and this is with the infrared camera. So infrared radiation is also popularly known as just heat radiation, but the light and the electromagnetic waves of any frequency will heat surfaces that absorb them. So Earth absorbs the light, the visible light from the sun. Photosphere, the visible surface of the sun, they say that has a temperature of 6,000 degrees Celsius. However, the temperature, it also increases, guys, when you're leaving the sun. If we were to land on the sun, no problem with 6,000 degrees on the surface, but very steeply from 6,000 degrees to a few millions of degrees in the corona, in the region 500 kilometers above the photosphere. Nothing more interesting about infrared. It's all new to everyone, even in science. I mean, they've been doing this probably for a few years now, but everything that infrared can show us, I mean, we can see through bloody walls with an infrared wavelength. Infrared radiation, or infrared light also, some people say, we're talking about a type of radiant energy that's invisible to our eyes, because it has another wavelength. You know, they have longer, shorter wavelengths, but we can feel infrared radiation as the heat on our cheeks, our face, and our body when we're on the beach, right? Or outside working hard in the sun. And it's also possible to see infrared radiation light with the naked eye, but you're going to see it's going to look like a heat wave, and that's what you're going to see, and that's the infrared wavelength is trying to appear. Seeing that blue light on the sun really made me do the association. Probably not many of you will relate, because obviously there's so many fields of research out there, but one for cancer, you know, light emitted by the sun is blue light. Those of us who stay up all night, okay, we're exposed to that blue light wavelength just from our monitors. And all that light, here's the blue light from the sun. And the blue light from the sun, circadian, am I going to remember this? It's a circadian rhythm, meaning the daylight that we experience during the day aligns us, our rhythm, our algorithm to wake and sleep. We time ourselves and we remain in tune and in focus with the surrounding nature around us because of that intake of blue light. Deep, eh? Harvard Law School, Harvard Medical School. They also say that us who stay up late at night, we will have less melatonin hormones. And those hormones also having less melatonins, not proof yet, but they are witnessing that it is causing diabetes. People have obesity and cancer by this exposure to that light. It's an unregulation, because in the olden days they used to watch the sun, you know, outside. That's the only light they were able to get, and at night it was very dark. But nowadays at night we are exposed to that light that is coming, the blue light wavelength, that could be even cancerous. I know medical law school, Harvard Medical, is looking into it. Very interesting, and I read that on the internet the other day. What are we looking at, guys? I'm going to shut up about medical law school. Bruce, come on, bro. Who the hell do you think you are? Right? It's hard to understand science. I'm no whiz, guys. So when I go to see what the hell's going on in science, it takes me a while to understand things, and I can only understand bits of information. Another flash, another explosion, and yes, we are again 2 days after the other explosion in the constellation of Canis Major. We see once again some type of major explosion. We're between Canis Major and Orion. Now watch this, guys. This is pretty cool. What first time I'm seeing this, right, with the infrared cameras, when they come into uh, contact with the oxygen, most likely around Earth in lower Earth orbit, there's another flash. Do you see that's the second time the same object flashed, and a third? It's probably close to us in lower Earth. So get this. I do believe, and I know it, obviously, I'm picking up slivers, which are pretty big, but slivers of asteroids that are probably traveling less than about 1,000 kilometers an hour overhead of us. And they're probably stuck there. There's probably a lot of them, right? I showed the other day all the asteroids and meteors that are around Earth. Isn't it incredible? There are hundreds of thousands of them. So we're seeing it more close up. And yeah, there's slivers coming into view. But here's the thing. I'm going to show you a difference in size. And hey, guys, we're even going to see a meteor or asteroid, two of them, crossing paths, obviously far enough. I don't know how many arc seconds they are apart. I'm studying that now to be able to get a better understanding and to bring you guys a more efficiently just equation of exactly what size these objects are, how far, the scale, etc. So it was an amazing night last night, guys, with the infrared camera. I saw all these objects. Here they are, crossing paths, and that's not all. There's another one coming down now, right here. That's 3 on the same page, right here, right in the same screen, right in front of us. 3 objects passing by. So there's only other events like that that are going to happen, most likely. Look at this object. So let's look at that one more time. That's pretty cool. And more events like this are going to happen. One's in frame, coming in. Second one comes in. And as the second big one goes out, oops, another one comes right past it. So these two are crossing paths. And we're going to see the sizes of those in comparison, in scale, exactly the way they were. And you guys are going to be really happy with the way I'm going to be able to show you guys this. Well, for me, I'm really happy to be able to try to find out what these asteroids and shapes and sizes are. It's going to be possible for us, even here from Earth, as compared to NASA, but obviously the little objects, we're not going to see them. NASA can scale any object flying up there. It doesn't matter. We're still going to see some big enough and yet small enough one. We're seeing asteroids. Look at this one. Look at these two right now. They're crossing paths, a very large one and a smaller one there. That is just incredible to me. So for sure, we're going to get a whole bunch of events, obviously, that maybe we'll see, guys, UFOs too, interacting with these asteroids, like I've shown once on a couple of videos back. So who knows what's going to go by? And it's really scary. You know, it's exciting yet scary, because what are we going to do when we see a big, giant object go by? It's really going to be scary seeing that. So here, to give you a very close idea as to what the asteroid looks like, this is not data or illustration. It's a straight up picture. Same as NASA. If you look up NASA asteroids, this is the exact way they show them. And it's really cool because we can see their shapes, forms, and get an idea of their scale and sizes. Did you see in that picture that we just saw the size of the star? Obviously the star was further out, but still, I mean, wow. You wonder if, are these going to hit something at one point? It's a real game of Russian roulette. It's really scary when you think of it. So we see that it's a sliver. Guys, I do believe that some of these, and probably most of these, like this, that slow, still very fast, probably over 1,000 kilometers an hour, but from far out, you understand? I think these are in lower Earth orbit, in the atmosphere, in our atmosphere. Okay, they're floating around, slivers of asteroids going by. Now watch how long this one goes out. It's probably some type of debris spiraling around. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff up there. And at one point, these objects get heavy. They burn up and they flare up and they come down and they just get sucked in by Earth's atmosphere. And wow, you wouldn't want to get hit in the head with one of these objects, because there's probably hundreds of thousands of objects flying around up there. How cool is that? We're going to be able to document ourselves, guys, sizes and shapes and forms of different asteroids going by, and maybe hoping one day I may catch something that could help NASA and scientists find something, because they do depend on amateur astronomers too. Amateur astronomers do amazing work, and they send in and they do these findings that sometimes can really help science understand things even deeper in their own research. And yeah, kudos to science to be able to accept and leave amateur astronomers do their own part, and in finding out exactly what's going on out there. So there's a lot of infrared footage, guys. I'm going through it tonight. I'll get another video up after tonight's live stream.